832-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Discover the fun at Discovery Center. Explore the new exhibit, Chain Reaction Charlie, where you'll design, tinker, and invent new machines. They offer classes, summer camps, and special events like date night, making it fun for everyone. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit www.mydiscoverycenter.org or call 352-401-3900.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
What you need is RoofMax. RoofMax is a revolutionary green roofing solution that can save you $10,000 or more by greatly extending the life of your existing roof. Here's how it works. Asphalt roof shingles have essential oils to keep them flexible and waterproof. Over time, this oil dries out, causing your roof to become brittle and slowly break apart. A RoofMax treatment saturates your roof with millions of microbeads, restoring flexibility and continued waterproof protection. It's like a skin moisturizer for asphalt shingles. RoofMax treatments are guaranteed for 5 years, and repeating treatments can extend your roof's life for up to 15 years for a fraction of the cost of replacement. RoofMax uses satellite measurement software to provide a hassle-free, contact-free price quote over the phone in under 5 minutes. No in-person house call required. Get your instant quote by calling 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on Villages for Sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the Villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Visit the Appleton Museum of Art to see the new special exhibits, Memories and Inspiration, the Carrie and C. Betty Davis collection of African-American art being shown for the first time in Florida. The 62 extraordinary paintings, photographs, sculptures, and more are on view through March 28. Visit on Saturday or Sunday in February and enjoy free admission. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
It's Monday. Not sure how you did it, but you actually survived an entire 2 days without hearing from Tom. Good job to you. And once again, good luck.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks as we wrap up hour number 3. case you missed it in hour number 2, I want to go over it again. There is a warning out by the Ocala Electric Utility that warns customers about a bill payment scam. They say individuals and businesses have reported receiving telephone calls that claim their electric service will be turned off within half an hour unless immediate payment is made over the phone. Folks, OEU will never call you. Ocala Electric Utility will never call you and demand payment by a prepaid card, credit card, or debit card. They just won't. If you believe there is a problem with your account, call 352-629-2489 to ask about it with OEU. OEU is taking steps to notify customers about this scam. They're doing automated calls all through this week. It is important to increase awareness about payment scams in general. Customers should always be on the lookout for red flags, know what to do. Some of the red flags: any caller who demands immediate payment for any reason, that should be a red flag. Anybody that wants you to give personal or financial information on a call or an email to you that you do not know or you did not solicit, that should be a red flag. If people want you to wire money or provide debit or credit card numbers and you don't know them, that's a red flag. So Ocala Electric Utilities warning customers about red flags, scams that are going on. Also, there's a hiring event going on today at the World Equestrian Center from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The World Equestrian Center is looking for cashiers, culinary supervisors, hotel managers, line cooks, maintenance technicians, purchasing supervisors, security officers. If you want more information about this, call 800-434-JOBS, extension 3206. That is the Career Source Citrus Levy Marion's number. There are errand rides tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. at Career Source Career Center. Errand Rides LLC is a personal concierge and lifestyle management service that employs individuals to do household chores, provide companion to the elderly. Errand Rides provides personal care and meal preparation. They're going to be doing a hiring event tomorrow from 2 to 4 at Career Source Citrus Levy Marion's Career Center. The Marion County Public Schools on Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Career Source Citrus Levy Marion's Career Center. They're recruiting school bus drivers. Now, this hiring event is by appointment only. So to schedule an appointment, call 352-840-5757. That's right. The Marion County Public Schools is doing a recruiting event for school bus drivers. This hiring event is by appointment only. So to schedule an appointment, call 352-840-5757. And finally, Family Life Care will be there Thursday at February 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Career Source Citrus Levy Marion Citrus County Career Center. That's in Lecanto on Adolph Point in Lecanto. Family Life Care is hiring CNAs, personal care aides, registered nurses. They're doing it for locations in Citrus and Marion. They provide in-home health care and support services for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being for all ages. They're filling full and part-time positions. Again, call 800-434-JOBS. That's 800-434-5627, extension 1273. Candidates are urged to dress appropriately, bring copies of their resume in addition to registering with Employ Florida. For assistance, you can also call 800-434-JOBS. That's hiring events this week, set for this week for Career Source Citrus Levy Marion. So there's a lot of job opportunities out there that you can take advantage of through Career Source. They do a great job. They come on with us once a month and talk to us about all the job opportunities in Marion County. And, hey, there's a lot of them. Everywhere I turn, I see help wanted signs. I saw trust builders wanted, help wanted trust builders at a place here in town. I heard a friend of mine who is a lead for one of the construction companies here in town. We're hiring framers. So there's a lot of construction companies that are hiring framers because there's a lot of construction going on in Marion County. A lot of housing that's being built in Marion County because we're in a housing shortage. So
no kidding.
They're hiring everywhere, but one of your best sources about any kind of hiring event or job is Career Source Citrus Levy Marion. They've been partners with us here at the radio station for quite a while.
7 years.
Yeah.
I think 7 years.
Laura does a good job.
Yes, she does.
Her staff, all of them, they do a great job. But, there's no shortage of work here in Marion County.
And her agency is free to the public.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for jobs, you don't have to get a headhunter, as they call them. You can go right there, and they will work with you. They have so many different programs.
Right, and they have job pay ranges from the just above minimum wage all the way through $40, $50, $60 an hour jobs.
Oh yeah, and beyond.
Yeah.
And beyond. Oh yeah, depending on what they have. You never know.
You never know.
You go in there with your qualifications, and they fit you in the spots.
Yeah.
And they will help you. They will actually help you make a resume and walk you through it and all that, if I understand correctly. They have a program you could use. So it's interesting what they do.
So did you get out to the markets of Marion this weekend?
Apparently I did.
Did you?
I seen the Girl Scout cookies out.
Exactly. Well, I didn't know which one you went to. I just assumed it was
Oh, the Market of Marion. Yeah. I went
Did you go by and see the estate sales?
Yeah, that's where I stopped. I see Paul and Stacy up there.
How was the booth?
Booths.
Big.
16 of them in a row.
But that just makes one large booth.
Yeah. You go there on, let's see, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's where the arcade is. The little arcade. There's a big sign that says arcade. And you go through, and it's a little 8x10 area for the arcade.
Right.
You walk through the arcade, and then it's like, vroom. And
how much did you buy?
We won't talk about that right now. we won't talk about that.
Well, he's got a cleaned out garage. He's got plenty of room now.
No.
That's how it starts, hoarder.
Yeah, no. I only buy stuff I need. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but a hoarder thinks they need everything.
But I think he had a washer and dryer, one of the fancy ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, washer and dryer there.
What price? I need a new washer and dryer.
I think $400.
Oh, we may go look at that. I need a new washer and dryer.
I got a connection. I got his home phone. I'll call him.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. But,
I don't know if he sold it over the weekend. I have no idea.
Good time out there, though.
It was a lot of people. And I usually wear my hat that says Navy on it or something. Hey, thank you for your service. And that brings up, I was in and I was this and I did, so it was like, you never can walk through, quick. But.
I talked to Hank and Gary a couple weeks ago on Vets News.
Veterans News.
Because a woman had emailed to Tom at WOCA. If you got any questions or anything that you want me to ask people on the air, Tom at WOCA. And this lady had emailed.
Yeah.
And she said her daughter wanted to know why everybody, her daughter was 16 years old, wanted to know why people would say thank you for your service to veterans. Do you think the veterans really care about that, or is it just interrupting their day?
No.
Hank and Gary were like, no. Every time somebody says it to us, we appreciate it.
It makes my day.
And because Gary made a very good point. Gary said, look, Hank and I, and yourself, Joe, is included in this, served in the military at a time where y'all were not welcomed back home with open arms.
I didn't get a parade like they did in World War I or World War II.
Or Desert Storm.
Any of those. No.
You were not welcome back. You were not, some of your brethren, you maybe not personally, but some of your brethren or you personally were not accepted well when you'd go walking through airports and everything.
Well, I flew standby most of the time.
Right. Okay.
Unless I was going government, but every time I flew it was always the government standby. Which meant is, if there's a room on the plane, I got it. And 100%, I was lucky, one of the lucky ones. 100%, I never had to wait, if I flew standby. Or if I had to be at the base at a certain time, then I buy a ticket, quote unquote.
Right.
Because I was stationed on the West Coast, so I would fly.
My Uncle Stevie was coming into the airport, coming into San Francisco, coming back from Hawaii, where he had been in Vietnam. He was coming back.
He came that route. Okay.
Yeah, Hawaii, and he flew back. Bought his own way back.
Oh, bought his own way, but that's different.
From Hawaii, because he didn't want to wait for he had been pushed on 2 flights, and so he was like, you know what, I'm just getting back to the States because he wanted to make it in time for my grandmother's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So he bought his plane ticket back over.
Yeah.
Rabbit's blood thrown on him at the airport as they yelled things that we won't repeat on the air.
You can't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how people, during the era when you served in the military, some people were treated that way.
No one really messed with me because I was big, number one.
Yeah.
I look big.
My uncle was not. He was a short Italian guy,
Yeah. And I usually carried
because when I went from one flight
For an Italian man, by the way, you're a large man.
Yeah. And I would have, well, let's see, from connecting flights, if there was a long layover, I would get my sea bag, which is about 4 foot high,
Right.
and is about 2 foot round.
Right.
And I don't know what it weighed. I have no idea.
It looks like a sea bag. If you think of sea bag, think of a large punching bag in a gymnasium. That's about the sea bag. That's about the size of the sea bag.
That was the size of the sea bag. And coming over from West Coast to East Coast, I used to land in Kennedy most of the time, or LaGuardia,
Right.
Either or. And then my flight used to get the puddle hopper from there to New Haven. And it was like sometimes 4 in the morning I pull in or whatever, and I get my sea bag off the carousel, and I carry it because they wouldn't hold it for the next flight. Or they would, but you never know, so I grab it. And I think when they see somebody that big, me carrying it over my shoulder like it's a paperweight, They
have a tendency not to mess with you.
Right. They don't, they say, if he hits me with that, and it's true, if I hit somebody with that, it would knock them down.
Yeah. My Uncle Stevie wasn't as big in stature. And so these hippies
that's all.
coated him in rabbit's blood and yelled things at him that, by the way, all my Uncle Stevie was doing, by the way,
going home.
Following orders.
Oh, yeah. Oh, going home. Oh, yeah. I never was attacked, but I wasn't.
But you heard stories.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was on the radio, Armed Forces Radio and Television, so I heard all the stories.
Right.
But those were not the ones that were published to the men on the ship.
Right.
We got it, but it was like put aside because, my job was to keep the morale up, not knock them down.
Right, exactly.
Because you think about it. You're working 12 hours a day doing whatever job you're doing.
Right.
Bombing the hell out of Vietnam. And,
carpet bombing them at times.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of bombs. Yeah. When Nixon turned us around and put us back to Vietnam. So, see, I went to Vietnam twice, or twice and a half if you count the time Nixon turned us back.
Right.
Because the tours were supposed to be 6 months on, 6 months off. 6 months on, 6 months off. We went 6 months on, 9 months. He flipped us back for 3 more months. Those last 3 months were a solid 24-hour bombing, 24 hours, nonstop. In other words, boom, 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 boom. You slept with filling the ship. I was an aircraft carrier. So every time that plane took off, the aircraft carrier jerked back.
Right. Because of the force of the plane taking off.
The force of the plane, it's on a catapult, a steam catapult. So you got that there 24 hours a day. So you went to sleep. And you
learned to sleep through it.
You learned to sleep through it, exactly. So I was there for 12 hours. I was a cook, my main MO, they call it. I was a cook for 12 hours. Then I went to 4 hours on Armed Forces Radio and Television.
That's 16 hours. That means there's only 6 hours left in the day.
No, it's 8. 24 hours a day.
Right.
Yeah.
12 and 16.
No, 12 and 4.
Yeah, 12 and 4, okay.
So I had 7 hours of sleep.
Right.
About seven, because you got to take a shower and everything.
Kept you busy, though.
It kept me sane.
Right.
Kept me sane, And you're young. I was 19, 20, 21. 19, 20, 21, 22, I came out somewhere in there. So I was still young. You got more metabolism. You got more oomph.
Oh, yeah, you can run longer. But the point I was making when we started this was when you wear your Navy hat and people say, thanks for your service, you relish that.
I say, my response,
that.
I took a while on that to come up with a response. How to respond to someone that says, thank you for your service. You kind of look at him, but I have come out with a pat response that I think is appropriate, and it works. It works for me. And basically, I have short and sweet. I say, thank you for your support. That comes out of my mouth. Thank you for your support. And that kind of says it all in one sentence. Thank you for your support. That tells them that I acknowledge that they thank me for them to be able to walk down the street and not worry about somebody chopping their hand off or stealing them or whatever,
I try to everybody I see, and somebody goes, how do you know they really served with all these scams out there? And I go, I don't. But if you're going to wear a hat that designates what ship you were on or something like that, either you're a better scam artist than I think you are, or you served in the Navy, one or the other. You know.
Well,
I know there are scammers, but even if there is scammers out there, for me just to say thank you for your service,
yeah,
whether it's a scammer or not, I'm not. It's not doing it. The small number of scammers out there don't outweigh the number of guys that and number of women, men and women that served that get a good feeling in their heart when I say thank you. So if I do say thank you to a scammer or two along the way, you know.
I've heard stories of scammers that have been confronted by the legit.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in the scammer shoes.
No. I know a friend of mine, Buddy, who Buddy.
Yeah, a friend of yours. That is a buddy for you.
No, this is a friend of mine named Buddy that lives in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
He served 8 years in the Marine Corps.
Good.
And then he got out of the Marine Corps, and we were out at a nightclub one night. We were in our mid to late 20s. And there was a guy that came in dress blues.
Oh.
Buddy goes, what the hell's he doing in that dress uniform in this bar?
Yeah, it was Navy dress blues.
No, Marine Corps dress blues.
Marine Corps.
And Buddy goes, what the hell's he doing in the Marine Corps dress blues in this bar?
Yeah.
So he goes up to the guy and he says, hey, how you doing? And they start talking. And then I just see Buddy haul off and just deck the guy. I mean, it's been about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Just waylay the guy.
Yeah.
And then
ripped off the
ribbons off his shirt.
Yeah.
And then kicks the guy in the rear end. The guy gets up and screams something, profanity, and then leaves the building.
Right.
I went over and go, what the hell just happened? He goes, guy wasn't a Marine, he's a faker. And I knew it right away, and I don't like that. I mean, just popped him right upside the head.
If you talk to them, what's your MO, and they look at you like, huh? Or you say something, they go, huh? You can tell right away, you have no idea what you're talking about. If you were, like I was Navy, I was in an air wing that was attached to an aircraft carrier. All of that had its own significant numbers and everything.
Right.
Those are stuck in your head till you die.
Right. You're never going to get rid of those numbers.
No. So if somebody's at work, you rattle them off. If they were any kind of service, they'll know that you're legit.
Like I never knew what my dad. I can't remember what my dad's MOS was. I know it was helicopter mechanic.
Yeah.
But that wasn't how when they asked my dad what your MOS was, he had a number. He just spit a number out.
That's the unit he was in or whatever. Oh, yeah.
He'd say what his job designation was, the unit he was attached to, and everything.
Yeah.
He didn't say helicopter mechanic.
No.
He spurted out numbers.
Yeah.
Because that's what y'all knew, is you knew what your attachment was, what your squadron was, everything like that.
Yeah, my squadron was VA 147.
Right. And you knew that. You'll never forget that.
No, we were the Argonauts.
Right.
And that was the A7. Now, if you go to Garland's museum over here, that jet, that's an A7.
Right.
From 1966. That's one of the first ones there that shipped over. There's a little plaque there. If you want an A7, if there's still any available, there's the company's names right on there.
Right.
It's all gutted out. It's just a shell, but they will ship it to you.
Right.
And mount it for you wherever you want it.
The only scammer I ever caught was about 4 years after Desert Storm, probably 1996, 95, 96. And they had just changed. Within about a year, they had changed from the 24th Mechanized to the 4th Armored Infantry. But it was the 24th Mechanized for a long time in Hinesville, Georgia.
Okay.
Fort Stewart. So this guy come in, he's got his Army stuff on and everything. He's talking about how he's with the 4th and everything. He's been there for 5 years, 6 years. I go, so you've been with the 24th that long? He goes, no, I don't know what the 24th is. I've been with the 4th for 5 years. I go, yeah, but you were with the 24th until about a year ago, and then it became the 4th? He goes, no, I was never with the 24th. I go, so you were never with the 24th Mechanized, but you've been at Fort Stewart for 5 years? Yeah. I go, you're a liar. Because I knew, because I lived in Statesboro, some of my buddies were in the 24th Mechanized. I remember when they did the whole deal when they changed the designation from the 24th Mechanized to the 4th Infantry. I remember when it all happened.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've ever busted a scammer.
Oh,
he was in the Army. He was in Army BDUs and everything, trying to, scam people.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're a liar. But it's because even though I've never been in the military, I knew for a fact he was lying. because he didn't know it had been named the 24th Mechanized, and the name had only been changed about a year, and he said he'd been there 5 years.
Yeah, wrong. A and B doesn't equal C.
No.
Oh, yeah. There's stories of a scammer in front of I'll say a pharmacy, a drugstore, and he went up and there happened to be 4 Marines sitting there, whatever they were doing, he come up, blah, 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 blah. And then the manager came out, and there's this guy all bloody on the ground and everything. And what happened? They all said, he fell.
Yeah, exactly.
He fell. Oh, okay.
He fell accidentally.
Accidentally. Yeah, he fell.
Good thing they didn't have security cameras.
Yeah, exactly. He still would have fallen. 18 minutes would have vanished. really, excuse me, minute and a half would have vanished. Yeah, exactly. No, I have all the respect for my fellow armed forces.
And you appreciate when people come up to you and say, thank you for your service.
I say it to my fellow armed forces.
I say it to anybody I see. Thank you. If they're in a military designated hat or shirt or anything, thank you for your service.
And no matter where I go, usually I see 1 or 2 who wear the hats or what have you. And matter of fact, I just bought another pin for my hat the other day that says, Vietnam Naval Veteran or something like that on my hat. So, well, I was taking one pin, putting it on it, so I have 1 or 2 hats. I have one that says Vets Helping Vets USA. Logically, because I'm the chairman of the board, I wear that one, and it said Vietnam Veteran on the side, Navy Veteran. But I have my little Kelly I wear, and I have my other big hat it looks like it's all stitched, as Naval Veteran. But then I have my little regular hats that I wear, and that's where I put the, sure, hold on.
Hi, caller, you got about 30 seconds.
Hey, Tom, I'll make it quick. I just want you to know that we on the left, and I think people like yourselves and your buddy in your studio, Joe Martone, as big as he is, we should be thanking him for not being a vicious person, because that guy could take some people's heads off. But, Tom, I just wanted to say that the Vietnam veterans led a lot of the anti-war movement, decorated veterans. And I think the whole country's learned to respect people willing to risk their lives, and even people like yourself, whose dad was a career Marine. We all appreciate soldiers and cops now, even if they get killed at the Capitol.
You're right. You're right, Mark.
To get that off my chest, Tom.
You're right. Thanks for the call, Mark.
I wish I called earlier.
Mark the Marine.
Oh, I like the Marine.
We'll be right back. No, we're
done. We're done.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Capitol attacks following former President Trump's second impeachment acquittal. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy telling ABC's This Week people should learn
what was known, who knew it, and when they knew it, all that, because that builds the basis so this never happens again in the future.
But Cassidy cautioned against letting the investigation define the future of the Republican Party. An independent commission would likely need legislation to create and would offer a definitive government-backed accounting of events.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Millions in Texas are without power as a winter storm gripping the central U.S. forces rotating outages. Chicago bracing for more than a foot of snow.
And amid the bitter cold, it feels like 20 to 30 below across the region, and with wind chill warnings from the Dakotas to the
Fox's Jeff Benasso. America's listening to Fox News.
O'Reilly.
This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then we pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attention! Recent studies have linked the commercial herbicide Paraquat with a significant increase in Parkinson's disease. If you or a loved one were exposed to Gramoxone or any other Paraquat-containing herbicides at work or on a farm and then developed Parkinson's disease, you may be entitled to financial compensation, and you have the right to take action. Call the Miller Firm today toll-free for a free consultation at 800-230-9444. That's 800-230